Anytime you attend to people, please put the phone on silence and listen to what you are doing. And because I will be watching when the keynote speaker is talking, to see how many of you are concentrating, how many of you are listening. But like I said, you don't even have to waste time trying to see your talking books. Because anytime you attend, I'm going to give you so, and I hope you have all your email addresses. As a Rotary leader, you will often have a say in debating the audited account of the immediate past district activities. Hopefully, you will learn some lessons. I was saying before the interruption, as a Rotary leader, you have to say in debating the audited account of the past. I dare you to imagine Rotary, but now I dare you to imagine Rotary in many ways to start to change lives of better. You are now being Friday today, and hopefully by the time you graduate from Sunday, well, it's not the Thank you. All right. I want to take the approved profile for incoming district government, Rotarian Motunde Online. Please. All right. Thank you very much. Can we give her a round of applause as she makes her way? Don't stop clapping until she gets there. Before I see that, I don't know why. It's not confident on the income this government. Who is after my heart?
Is there any reason why you must stay here? Why you must be permanently here? Why can't you be on that table?
I just want to be sure good morning there.
When you finish the session.
This should be said. Thank you very much. Members,
you get what I mean?
Coming to us.
Or let's look and get
my credit is okay.
This is what I'm saying.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
My because of all right. You can see that our incoming district governor is not standing alone. She's every supported by her husband. All right, Rotarian Omotunde Olayinka Watson, fondly called Ayaba, hails from Ibadan. She was actually born in the well-known family of late Reverend Gabriel Adoku Olashebiko and Mrs. Grace Joko Tade Jones on June 3rd, 1957 in Ibadan, Oyo State. She had her primary and secondary education in her hometown, Ibadan. Her tertiary education was at the University of Ibadan, where she graduated in 1979 with a bachelor's degree in teacher education, second class, upper division. What's going on? Right? All right. She had her national youth service at the postgraduate school of the University of Ibadan between 1979 and 1980, and later proceeded to the University of Lagos for her master's in educational foundation in 1991. She was employed into the Lagos State Teaching Service in February 1982 as a biology teacher and became a school principal in 1993 at the age of 37. She was promoted to the post of Director of Education in 2008. She served Lagos State government for 35 years, out of which we as a school principal. She was the longest serving principal at the time of her statutory retirement in 2007. Widely acknowledged and applauded for her hard work and impeccable character. She was elected the president of our professional body, All Nigeria Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools, ANCOS, Lagos State Chapter in 2014, and served until 2017. She led the body to become the most vibrant and outstanding of the 36 chapters in the Federation during her tenure. She also served as the chairman of combined All Nigeria Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools, ANCOS, in Southwest Nigeria, which comprises Ekiti, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, and Oyo states, and served from 2016 to 2017. She was appointed and served on the board of the Governing Council of Ateli Rogunsoya College of Education, Lagos, from 2014 to 2017. She also served as a member of Council, State Wing, Executive Council of Nigerian Union of Teachers, from 2014 to 2017. A recipient of several professional awards from ANCOS, Nigerian Union of Teachers, NUT, Education Districts, and Ministry of Education, including the highest public service award in Lagos State, Productivity Merit Award in 2007. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mrs. Lawson attended well over 100 professional and management conferences, seminars, and workshops all over the Federation while in service, as well as professional and international conferences of principals. An exemplary teacher and administrator, Mrs. Lawson is currently the proprietor and chief executive officer of one of the leading co-educational nursery, primary and secondary schools in Lagos, the Cresting Schools, Award of Fame. She was inducted into the Rotary Club of Lagos West in 2007, and within 14 years in Rotary, she has served in different capacities and been chairman of committees within her club. In her year as president, in 2012-2013, she won the Best Club President Award. In District 9110, and led her club to win the district's second Best Overall Club Award and 12 other district awards. Her club also got a Corporate Social Responsibility Award from the Lagos State government for the laudable projects executed in the education sector. She shattered the glass ceiling and emerged the first female district governor nominee designate in 2029-2020. Lead Rotary International District 9110 as the governor in 2022-2023 Rotary year. Prior to this history-making feat, she had served at the district as secretary, vice chairman, chairman, and resource for different district committees between 2013 and 2014, 2016 and 2017 Rotary year. She was an assistant governor in 2017-2018, 2018-2019, 2019-2020, when she was a captain of her class. She is a graduate of Rotary Leadership Institute, RLI, and a trained faculty member and a facilitator. She served as a secretary, District 9110 RLI from 2018 to 2021. She is a major donor to the Rotary Foundation and a benefactor. She is also an individual donor to District Educational Welfare and Endowment Fund, the WELF. She has been a regular attendee at district seminars and trainings since joining Rotary. Ayaba has attended all district conferences since being inducted into Rotary in 2007, and 11 international conventions. She has also attended West Africa project fairs, Rotary Institutes, and presidential conferences. She is a member of cadre of technical advisors of the Rotary Foundation since 2020. She has contributed to the advancement of Rotary in several ways, both in program participation and funding. She is a life member of Rotary Action Group for Blindness Prevention, and as a past peace president, a member of Rotary Action Group for Peace. She is a donor to Peace Center, Makerere University in Uganda. She is the Southwest Zone Coordinator of Rotary Action Group for Reproductive, Maternal, and Child Health. She's a recipient of several humanitarian service and appreciation awards from Rotary, Rotaract, and Inner World Clubs, as well as other organizations. She is happily married, as we can see here, to Mr. Francis Akimba Ross, an accomplished and now retired banker. The union is blessed with 3 amazing children and grandchildren who are all Paul Harris Fellows. She is an educator by excellence, trainer of trainers, motivator, integrous, detribalized, a team player, role model to many, meticulous worker, and a woman of impeccable character and pedigree. Can we invite another a round of applause? Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, my distinguished president-elect. You are the reason why I'm here. When I say imaginative presidents, poised to adapt and retool. Imaginative presidents. Thank you. My district governor, son, Rotarian Remy Bello, FCA, and neighbor, very friendly spouse. Well, she was in the here. That's Alanja Adeni Kevin. The man that just left here now. The man that had been the last man standing everywhere. When I was president, he was the only male spouse that attended place. Help me applaud him. The only male spouse. And when district trainer, P.J. Kamau was the district governor. That year was the year of peace, food service, and the pet of the year. No, it was not PhD student. Yes, she coordinated the first lady of the district. And may I still rest in peace. This representative-elect, Dr. Abdullahi, and his core team, the DRRA, and other officers. My district trainer, PDJ Kamoro Motosho, very respected, and our district governor. Beginner Rotary Foundation coordinator, so she is not here, but is going to join us very soon. Endowment and major gift advice. When you hear of a woman that is referred to as the passion queen, passion. Passion for what? Guess what? Passion for what? Thank you. If our second name is the whole from RIB to 9141. I thank you. Resource and advisor, PDG Kennedy Etapumewe, I recognize her. This one, PDG Bola on the body job. Because I didn't sign it. It was here this morning. You are recognized, sir. Thank you for coming. My father in the house. If you look at that table, I'm sure you know the father. You might not know who the father is anyway, but the one looking, the youngest looking man on this side of the table. Please, if I'm lying, tell me. Please, Lisa. Please, I want to stand up just for a minute. Without respect. Please, sir, let's stand up, sir. Do you know? Can you guess his age? Over 80. Oh yes. Oh yes. And the keynote speaker for today. I'm not serving for anybody listening. Past district governor, computerized e-governor, Jide Akeredolu, computerized and district, took us to another level. And what is here, we had the first e-conference. Perfect. Thank you, sir. Kenya District Secretary, Abraham, my imaginative district secretary, the celebrant of yesterday, Azu Arinze, Odeligu. I thank you, many. My imaginative chief of staff, Past Governor, Sheikh Wadiwaku. Past Assistant Governor, Sheikh Wadiwaku, you are recognized. My imaginative special assistant, PP Valentine Shomoyi. Thank you very much. My imaginative presidents and spouses. Please let the spouses be upstanding briefly. Spouses, we have 24 spouses. Kosheleri spouses. First in the history. That number unprecedented. It has tripled how we used to have. You are actually welcome. You are going to see something. You are going to spoil you silly. Yes, I promise you that. Rotary families and friends, all Rotary supporters, the IT guy, the photographer, all those who are working with us to make this program very good. I want to warmly welcome you all. My trainer has done that, so I don't have more than a minute more to spend here. I sent your training resources to you to go through, to read through. I saw the challenges a few of you were having, and some other people were trying to put them on what they should do. So I believe you are better prepared for this training. Before they ask more questions, you're ready to provide 10 answers. So on that note, I want to warmly welcome you once again, and I look forward to having a good time with all of us. Later tonight, we start the merriment with Kosheleri night. See you there.
Can we give another round of applause? So I'm Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For the keynote address, I would like to respectfully and humbly invite to the microphone one of our most revered and respected past district governors, one of the youngest looking octogenarians that I know, P.D. Niji Raji, for the keynote address. Please, can we welcome him with a resounding round of applause? And don't let us stop until we come to the Just stop clapping. If you want to look as long as he is looking when you're 80, 90, or even 100, please don't stop clapping until he gets here. You have to clap until you get an 90. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is exciting time. I believe we are at the stand of a new age. Women take the lead. This year coming year we have the Rotary International President, a lady. And for the first time in our district, Michelle, our own district governor, also a lady. Rotarian Chinbeka Governor, Mibelo, let my sister away. Michelle, incoming governor, Matunde Mercy, and of course, her big, handsome husband and spouse, who also has a special relationship with me. His senior brother was my classmate at the National Institute in Pune. Unfortunately, he passed away. So rest in peace. I also want to especially recognize our major donor, advisor, Koro. I think we should thank him. Every function we have in this district, he obliges us. So I want to thank you very much. Not to waste much time, I recognize all the past district governors that are here. And of course, the people of the moment, the president-elects. You are the people of the moment. I want to give you some special recognition. I want to wish you every success in 2022, 2023. And I want you to look at the board, one word there, that one sentence that I want you to take right now is leadership is taking people where they have never been. So that's key to what we should be thinking about today. There was a tale of two true salesmen that were sent to a country to promote business opportunities. When the first one arrived there, he immediately sent a message to his wife, "Darling, there's no hope here. No one wears shoes. I'm going to be coming back home." And immediately he boarded the next plane. The second shoe salesman got to the country and immediately also called his wife, "Darling, you cannot imagine what I have found here. There's great opportunity here. No one wears shoes. I'm going to sell shoes to the whole country." I think we must all understand that there are opportunities everywhere. When we have a consciousness of expecting the magic to happen, it will happen. You find the right people,
you interact with the right group, you will stumble on the right solutions. All you need to do is to have an open mind. Are you ready to imagine the possibilities in the change that you as presidents can make in your communities, even in yourselves and in the world? What you need to do is to rewire our brain to create some new beliefs of the things that we can do. You have to be sure that you know of the things you can do. The best leaders, which you are, bring out the best in people by making them feel good about themselves and about their capabilities. And that is key. You must make your followers feel good about themselves and what they can do and contribute to your club. This leads me to a second story. Don't worry about stories today. I'll tell you as many. One morning, there was a man who was exploring caves along the seashore. He found an old canvas containing clay balls, hard clay balls. He didn't think it was anything special, but he was fascinated by the balls, so he took the bag. And as he walked along the beach, he was throwing the balls into the sea, trying to find out how far he can throw those balls. He has thrown maybe 50 or 60 of the balls into the sea before accidentally one dropped on a rock and broke. And when he opened it, he found he has an important, a very valuable metal in it. So he became conscious to say, wow, I've thrown 50 or 60 into the sea and lost forever. So he started opening up the remaining clay balls, over 20, and found these precious stones in all the remaining 20. Imagine how much he might have taken home if he didn't throw away 50 or 60 of those stones. But nevertheless, he still took something home. So, do we see the individual potential in others? This leadership story demonstrates the need to look beyond the clay, look outside the box. To discount the individual potential, to discount the individual potential of those you lead will result in throwing away not only money, but also talents and capabilities. Great leaders get their greatest satisfaction from seeing people succeed, seeing others doing better than they believe they could, or doing things that they didn't realize they could do. We must appreciate, therefore, that every person has buried treasure waiting to be discovered. You also have buried treasure in you. There isn't one of us that doesn't have value. In order to find that treasure and unlock the individual potential, we as leaders must have to deeply care about those we lead. We must exercise patience and have the courage to give difficult and timely feedback to our followers. Following from this, let's do a critical examination of our topic. The topic is Pathway to Leadership Success. What does it mean to be a leader? Leadership means responsibility. Being a leader means responsibility of service to others, including the people who follow you. So it's not only service to the community, but you also have a responsibility for those who follow you. Great leaders inherently know this. They understand the benefits of being a leader, that leadership also brings great responsibilities and requirements. What are these responsibilities, or what should a leader do? Right, that sketch shows what leaders should do. I'm not going to go into it because I'm going to give an explanation of some of the terminologies there. Support, motivation, setting goals. We are going to be setting goals on this training program. If you as leader, you are responsible for the success of the club. You must make a contribution and promote teamwork. One, as leaders, you must determine a path to greatness for your club or organization. That means you must have a vision. If you don't have a vision, then you are going nowhere. Two, as leaders, you must choose in conjunction with your members goals that are attainable and but challenging. I'm sure when you set goals during this session, I'm going to talk to you about SMART. So I'll just, for now, just tell you about SMART. How many of you have had SMART before? In your businesses, you must have SMART. The goal must be specific, must be measurable, must be achievable, must be relevant, and must be time bound. I'm sure this will be expanded later during this training program. Number three. Sorry. I'm sorry about this. That's part of electronic wallet. As leaders, we must believe in our followers. We must believe in people. What's the point when you have a leader who doesn't trust the people who follow? A great leader chooses the best performance. You have that opportunity to choose who are going to ensure that your leader is successful. Direct them in the way he or she wishes them to perform, and then lead them in the performance. Will you embrace new club models? Many of our clubs are stuck in just the old club models. Today, there are quite a number of club models: corporate clubs, course clubs, and product models, maternal and child Rotary Club, there's Passport Club. So you must exploit these new model clubs. Will you increase the number of women members in leadership positions? That's key. Today we have a district governor who's a lady, and only 26 presidents in this district are going to be presidents in 2023. But it's your duty to also give opportunities to women to progress to leadership in your club. Our district is doing very well because we have over 30% of membership as women in our district. So we are doing well. But in terms of leadership, we are not doing well enough because we only have about 20% who are women who are in leadership position, who are here. I think there are about 26 of you here today. Will you be doing any global grants? Sadly enough, only 10 clubs in a district of over 100 Rotary clubs are participating in global grants. That's a very, very abysmal number to contend with. So I urge you, that's an area you have to look in. Number 4, as leaders, you must know how to accept blame and pass along honor. We need to appreciate those who make contributions to the cause. Don't take all the honor. Somebody has done well, appreciate it. 5, we must value people. As leaders, recognize that people who work for it as real assets. People are most important assets and service our products. We must inspire and motivate usually by example. The best motivation is always example. The example of a great leader is always a great motivation than any other single thing. And as Albert Fraser said, example is not the main thing influencing others, it is the only thing. So if you don't show good example, then you are not a good leader and you are not motivating your members. What are the quick qualities you need to develop as club president to motivate and inspire your members? I'll just touch on a few of them. Good knowledge and skills. Knowledge comes from preparation for the responsibilities of service delivery and organization duties. A leader must have the ability to evaluate the goals and is able to support and suggest changes. This is what continued training will accomplish. How many of you have ever accessed the Learning Center on the website? Learning Center on the website. Yeah, that's a place where you should go every time because you can learn anything about Rotary at the Learning Center. As a leader, you must have knowledge. 2, effective communication of ideas. Involves the ability to convey ideas clearly and in such a way that it can be heard positively. And of course, you need confidence and commitment. And lastly, you need energy. Energy will enable you to empower and inspire the imagination of others and constantly invent and move ahead towards future events as well as current needs. It also improves our ability to take action necessary to achieve goals important to them. Additionally, effective leaders, and that you must have ability to listen. When I was governor, I went to a club. Patrick is not here. The immediate past president Whenever he comes into the club, he wants everybody to stand up for him. That's the truth. When Patrick comes asking, because he does not understand his role as a leader, and he does not listen. So it is important as leaders for you to listen. To get more out of listening, we need to shift our mindset to reflect the fact that in the modern workplace, collaboration and teamwork are the preferred models of decision making, problem solving, and achieving goals. Of course, feedback is key. When you have assigned job to a committee, you cannot sit back and go find out what is going on. Oh, they've come back to me. No, you have to go find out. Positive feedback is key. Giving constructive feedback effectively requires that no critical ingredient be left out. And the feedback must also be timely. It must be specific so that the recipient has a clear understanding of the approach that they need to improve upon. You don't wait until the project is almost completed before you ask, what are you doing? And then they have made mistakes and you cannot correct them anymore. Explaining why and how is crucial for establishing relevance. Leaders must help the individual to understand why and how their behavior is affecting the team in a negative way. And lastly, in that group, leaders must lead the way and ask others to follow. Go without saying that a good leader forges ahead, making a path and showing the way. And yet, many will-be leaders never really set forth. Only the leader who knows where the group should go, and ultimately, it's not until that instance when he or she sets forth that they know if the group will follow. As it is said, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. A leader as Confucius, the Chinese philosopher, said 2,500 years ago, leaders must imbibe honesty. A leader has to be honest in order to gain trust from theirs. If you are not honest with your members, they're not going to trust you. You must also be creative. The leader needs to be creative in order to be able to look at situations in multiple ways and have ability to problem solve effectively. And one important aspect before I go to my next story is team spirit. Effective leaders understand potential for significant increase in performance through high-performance teams. They make sure that all team members understand the strengths they and other team members bring to the team and work at developing leadership potential at each team member, ultimately implementing shared leadership approach to continue improving performance that is owned by the team, the whole way to attain. Let me conclude with two parables. The first one highlights 5 things. Great leaders to concluding story highlights the need for leaders. Parable. I was preparing to put an important pencil in the box. Many great things, but if only you allow yourself to be held in someone else's hands. Secondly, sharpening is painful, but it is critical if you want to become a better person. Third, because you have an eraser, you can correct most mistakes you make, though some may be harder to erase than others. And fourth, you may or may not look all that great on the outside. But remember that it's what is inside that's most important. In fact, it is your most important part. And fifth, whatever service you are used on, make sure you leave a mark. No matter how hard, rough, or easy, you must continue to write. What can leaders learn through this parable of the person? Number one lesson. Be humble. Just like the pencil, you must often be carefully guided by someone else through coaches, mentors, and people who know and who care. Number 2 lesson. Stay sharp. Feedback is painful at times, but without it, you will become dull. Constantly take time to sharpen your skills through feedback, but also read as much as you can about your organization and your club. Attend seminars and workshops. Observe and experience. Number 3, it's okay to make mistakes. In the process of becoming a better leader, you will make mistakes. Embrace the mistakes as opportunities to learn, erase, and become better. Number 4, believe in yourself. We all come in different shapes, sizes, and colors, just like the pencils. But it's what is inside that matters the most. You can have an important impact on others by believing in who you are and what your purpose is. And number 5, don't give up. There will be times you will wonder if it is worth it. But people depend on you, so keep on going. Hold to your vision even when it seems it has dimmed. Others are counting on you to take them where you are going or where they should go. You are the leader. The second parable refers to a young boy who was walking with his father along the village path, and they came to the branch of the tree that blocked the road. So the son asked the father that, do you think I can move the branch? The father said, yes, if you use all your strength. So he tried mightily, he could not do it. So he said that you are not right, I could not do it. So he said, try again. This time, the father put his hand, helped him, and they were able to move the branch from the room. So the father said, son, the first time you didn't use all your strength. You didn't ask me to help. This is an important lesson for leaders. There are many things we can't do alone. I say that again. There are many things we can't do alone. But that does not mean we can't get them done. There are many things we can't do alone, but that does not mean they cannot get done. We are all surrounded by resources that can be mobilized to help us achieve our goals, including family, friends, and faith. And more importantly, our AGs, coordinators, committee chairs, the DG, DGE, past district governors, they are all at your disposal. Sometimes we fail to ask for help because of pride or stubbornness. Sometimes we think it's a sign of weakness to admit we need a hand. And sometimes we don't even think about asking for help. Whatever the reason, it is a waste. It is important that we learn to use all our strength. This includes inner resources such as discipline, courage, and even love. But it also includes outer resources, which I just mentioned. Just as we should be willing to help others, we should be willing to ask help of others. We should be willing to ask of help from others. It is one of the greatest things about being human. Let's be good leaders. Leaders are the powerhouse of influence. And always bear in mind, you don't imagine, as our Arab president said, you don't imagine yesterday, you imagine tomorrow. You can be part of the history of your club, or you can be part of its future. When you are a part of the history of your club, they say, oh yes, he was the past president, nothing went on during his year. Then you are just part of the history of your club. But you can be part of its future. Oh, like in my club, they'll say, award-winning president. Yes, because they are part of the history of the club. We remember them every time. So that decision is entirely yours. And I wish you all a very successful year 2022-2023. I thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you.
doing very well. You've done better than what I was expecting. I'm shocked a lot of persons. I was thinking only about 50% of you will miss, but you put me wrong. So come on, next again. So we now start the practical session. You know, there was a time they were introducing people on this side. They say e-government. I think it's very, very prolific on your website, on your Notary platform. Please, can you come and do what you know how to do this? Give me a round of applause. The convener requests a 1 minute. Do we say no? I can't say no. Yes, I know that. Don't worry.
Sorry, just a minute. But I forgot to do this. With all apologies. And it's not too late. Let me quickly, before we go, just a minute or maybe 30 seconds. I'm going to call this couple to be outstanding quickly. Lieutenant Goni Zachary, please be outstanding. Yes, this gentleman that just wrote it as what it should be, passionate for, will be our class captain for the year. The beautiful tops. The beautiful tops are all wearing today. We are sponsored by him. Okay, now let's see Taiwo. See Taiwo? Where's Mr. Taiwo, please? Yes, that is our vice captain for the year. Please. This is going to be a team that will last forever. Amen. Amen. So we have a PI/welfare officer. That is Omotunde Olalaye, VGC, the outstanding. Oh yes, another retainer and retainer. Thank you very much. I have put diversity in action. 2 female, 2 males. King Mike Kenongo. Yes, I have Ausa as Bonizagani captain, Yoruba as vice captain, Yoruba as PI, and Igbo as secretary. So thank you. Those are those that will lead us as a team come next year. Thank you very much, class captain, for this wonderful year. God bless you.
It's going to make a lot of difference. Give another one. Again, some of you actually take Rotary as a very serious business. I'm happy that Oni was recognized. This is not the first time you did that time. He wanted to be sure that he knows what it's all about. He has started an RNI course. Give him another round of applause. Now we continue the business of the day by the e-government passes government.
Yes, thank you very much. You see, there's confusion between who is That's right. We're all part of the incoming team, and that is why we're all here. Yes, I'm supposed to talk to you about how you're going to plan your year. Right. That's the first slide. Congratulations to all of you for being president-elects of your club. It's not a main feat. This is a milestone in your journey through Rotary. Many of you became president-elect after very tough elections where there's a lot of wheeling and dealing and backbiting and some rigging and all the rest. And there are some of you, you literally have to be begged. Please come and do it. There's no person to do it. We will support you. And some of you are even doing second term. But whichever way you give it, and then people do it third term. Whichever way you give it, we are here together. We're going to be a family all through the Rotary year 2022-2023. So congratulations, that is your first step. Now the real hard work comes. And if you are not already planning what you are supposed to do, you're already late. But your planning should start now, because it's a lot of work. And just as our keynote speaker has said, a lot of action to be taken. But if you take action without planning, you're planning to fail. Now, for you to know what you're supposed to do, I just listed here your role. Club president, you probably will see a lot of this as you go on. Your role is to lead your club and put emphasis on the critical words there. Lead your club, engage and inspire its members, ensuring it functions effectively and is a better, more vibrant club at the end of your tenure. So you should be ready to lead your club better than you actually meant. And what does a vibrant club mean? It's a club that is able to sustain and increase its membership base, implement successful projects that address the needs of its community and distant communities. Support the Rotary Foundation in both in program participation and financial contribution, and develop leaders capable of serving this. This is a nutshell in what you are going to be doing for the next 1 year. So if you invite this, because this will be a recurring thing that should come in your mind. Next slide, please. Now if you have a vision, there are so many ideas that will be going through your mind. There are times when you just sit back, not a fear that, oh my God, what did I get myself into? How am I going to do this? But you slowly conceptualize so many things. There are many times you just sit alone, what do I want my club to be like in June 2023? This is what I need to do. That is what you should be doing now. Thinking, just conceptualizing in your brain what really you want your club to be like. And for you to do that, next slide, as a president-elect, you consult your club president on the current status of the club. If you are that's why you're a member of the board now, as president-elect, so that you should be able to know what is going on in your club. And when you serve as your club director, appoint committee chairs and a trainer for a year. So you should be doing that already now. Supervise the operation of your club budget is one of the most important things you need to do. Encourage incoming this conference and if possible, attend the international convention.